He would be the type of fella that would look in the room and see the girl that didn't have anybody to dance with and go ask her to dance. He treated everyone the same, whether you were king of the hill or one of the bums in the street. He was a very funny, bright, energetic individual, and it's his sense of humor that really attracted me more than anything. I had been married before, and I had not really intended to marry again, but Richie was just too good to be true. I would say that we met probably 1985, and it was just a friendship, telephone friendship, talking about work and so on and so forth, which eventually developed into a romance. And he was very romantic.
He was very romantic?
Very romantic, yeah. Every Friday he brought home roses. He was just too good to be true. Yeah. That day is as clear in my mind as if it were yesterday. Yeah. He had asked me to take his car. We used to live east by Secaucus, New Jersey. So he asked me to take his car there, in the area where he purchased it, to have it repaired. So he had my car, I took his car, and I was driving over, and I was on the phone with him just as I was reaching the toll booth there by 95. And we had a little discussion. He thanked me for doing him this favor, and I hung up the phone, turned the radio back up, and that's when I heard that something had hit the World Trade Center. So I went through the toll booth, came around to the other side, and I saw it. And I stopped the car and pulled over and just tried to make the phone call to tell him to please get out, because he was the type of person that would see to it that other people got out. And so I just felt as though I had to tell him, you owe it to me, please get out for me. But the lines had already gone dead. And so I decided at that point to turn around and go back home just in case I get a call. And when I got home, there was a phone call from Richie. And he never really talked before it was cut off, but there was a lot of screaming in the background. My neighbor, Steve O'Reilly, who was one of his best friends, wanted to ask the township, before asking me, if we could put a memorial here, thinking we would put a small memorial. And then, of course, when we found out the size of steel that we were getting, then, that sort of created the final design. And then it took a year of labor, 90% of it donated, being set in this woodland, in the peaceful or serene environment. It's healing.